Hello, I'm Rosie. That's my fan club. This first one, like a year ago I said I was going to do a rewrite of the Arthur theme song, and then didn't, and then Chance the Rapper released the remix of it this summer, and it was way better than this is going to be. So, the moral of the story is write a poem when you have an idea for it. Sorry, too much beer. Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view. Now that's true. But if you listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm like feet that drum rush hour streets, the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe, open up your eyes, open up your ears, and you'll find all our hearts beat the same here. It's a simple message, and it comes from the heart. We need to shift the rifts as we drift apart, as society sleeps behind hashtag teens and screen dreams impossible to achieve, just a glimmer on the page of a magazine. In a fantastic world of plastic, with everything you want to a backdrop of financial crashes, and all we see are ripples too shallow to make splashes. And the price of life keeps rising, till all your world is what cash is. With hungry babies crying, people dying, politicians whining, pointing fingers and lying. Lost timing, chaotic minds from straight lines that led astray, institutionalized by age-old lies, escape in reckless ingestion, bending perception with tenuous tendencies for chemical remedies, slurping despair and burping up cares, start slipping inside screw the system, light another do, find needless reasons to cleave and argue, jaded generation lost youth. In a world when it's a wonderful kind of day, if someone smiles at you on a train, starting to question, can we actually get together and make things better by working together? As the long arm of iron law holding the truth at bay begins to break, can we learn to work and play and get along with each other? But with forgotten wars waged, always kept so distant, as hope begins to fade, the voice inside gets insistent. I get we're all different, yeah? But is it really worth all this? This is another kind of intense one, but then I got kind of a fun one to end with, so it shouldn't be all too intense. This is about 2 summers that are a year apart, so yeah. Freedom from exams and essays, the air pregnant with possibility. The summer makes it easier to break the law. Sipping on a bench until late isn't such a chore when the nights are this warm. We downed our parents' booze in anticipation of growing up, shared glances and gripped chances, told as we got old we'd never see these days again. This was the summer of fear, of wondering what we'd leave behind here. Heat for just hareens and a t-shirt at 7 a.m. Too much drive but not enough direction. Silence seeped the streets as the town lay asleep. We shouted just to hear the echo, to know that we were alone, the only time we ever knew control. Seagulls flapped like my new haircut in the morning breeze. This was the summer after I'd made the biggest mistake of my life so far. I consumed chemicals like there was no tomorrow because I was secretly hoping there wouldn't be one. But there was, and it was beautiful. Next to a friend, we danced in a park we wished we'd seen as kids. We walked and she let me talk, though with minds like sieves I'm not sure we covered anything, so I started to sing. There's something about the sun sat in a clear blue sky that always stops me trying to hide, that hints at something better to come, something like a reason not to run. This was the summer of hope, and discovering reasons not to go. Because I thought I'd end on an up note. This is for my friend who was just there for the first time I got wasted, first time I tried a lot of new experiences, so that's for her. Year 7 maths, next to each other trapped, wielding a compass to year 11 English, listening to MP3s through wires in sleeves, your mum, and fighting in the music rooms for fun. Next thing it was getting messy, ending in travesty as blood gushed out my cavity and vomit defied gravity. I couldn't keep up and you couldn't carry me. Then raves paved the way to Boris bites and apocalyptic nights, following lines to the end of time and convinced we were actually gonna die. Like that time I gripped the bar sideways, I was not going to uni that Friday, you bopped your shoulders and threw a smile my way and we danced it all okay. See, I'd forgotten the comfort of arms until curled up in sweat-drenched arms in the corner of a room gone too far and all we could do was laugh. So much noise it was quiet. Communicate in mute, subdued silence, too lost to attempt to impress beneath torrential sweat, sat engrossed in the pattern of your dress. By common standards of friends, we tend to converse to no ends, but it's never awkward or tense we express in pleasant reticence. I've been at my most vulnerable and mentally troubled with you. Stripped of all normality is the real me I scrutinise in states of mind impossible to vocalise. I look you in the eyes and try my best to verbalise, but there just ain't the words, and it's all love about to burst. To you, the one of so many bursts. Thank you. Right, we now